this was the super horrible thing that we had to admit, that you could have some kind of a thing where you're getting, all riled up or hateful towards homosexuals or transgenders, or you have a transgender thing where, you're not giving the transgenders their rights or their due or their thing. You just have to wait. The transgenders have to have like a 22-year-old thing where everybody can be a transgender after 22. Everybody could get behind it. They're like, hey, who knew? Who knew that's where we were headed? Back in the old days, it was like transgender. They were having gunfights at the OK Corral. Like, hey, what's going on here? And the guy at the OK Corral would be ready to draw and shoot the other guy. But the bad guy, he drew first, because the good guy, he was waiting to get a word on which pronouns the guy he was going to have to shoot and kill was going to have. He was in a draw on High Noon Sunday, and this guy, the good guy, he was like, I got to figure out what kind of pronouns this guy's got to, he's a he, his, him, them, whatever. And just as he was trying to figure out what pronouns, the guy, he was the bad guy, the good guy was trying to figure out what pronouns the bad guy was preferring, and the bad guy didn't even know what pronouns were, and he shot him right through his chest. The bad guy had no clue what a pronoun was, and he drew first because the good guy was waiting to try to figure out how many pronouns he should try to add up, and then they shot him right through his chest, and they cut him right through his lungs, and he bled out in like a matter of a few moments. The horrible thing was, the good guy's like, I just was waiting to hear what kind of pronouns. But the guy who was the bad guy, he's like, I don't even know what the fuck pronouns are. So he just shot the guy. And then he went on to rape and pillage and go on. And it was horrible. They finally shot that guy down. A bunch of good guys with carbines from a distance shot him on his porch. He was hanging out with his wife and his child. They killed the three of them. It had to be a bloodletting that way because he was so bad. Once everybody's so bad, once somebody picks their teeth with some kind of a thing that's like a flossing tool, and then they throw it on the sidewalk so everyone can see it, that's when you got to shoot that asshole down. And that's what we're talking about. If you're picking your teeth and you got a flossing tool, it's like a big, giant, enormous piece of plastic that will kill 3 whales. It will kill 5 generations of whales before 4 generations have ended. That's a Bible prophecy thing. But the thing you want to remember is that whether you're talking about, myself, the dog, the man, the producer, the writer girl, Vinegar Gravy, Madam Yes, some of the other people that Professor Steinem or Steinway, I forget which way it went, or you're talking about other kinds of things like back when the Charnies, the southern enclaves were, to the fore. It doesn't matter. Oh, jeez, that little dog. There's a little dog around here, and she's so obnoxious, and she causes so much trouble. You better get over here, little dog. You better. Oh, gosh, it doesn't matter. Hey, little girl. Gosh almighty. Whether you're a stupid, idiotic dog who's trying to corral the little girl dog, because I don't even want to bring it up. This is not the time. Madam Yes has reappeared. Madam Yes. And the little girl dog, not the vicious Jaws from Vinegar Gravy's house. The little girl dog, my own heartthrob, the one girl I loved so much from the beginning, even in my neutered state of doghood, that I had one thing, a princess, a goddess, a queen, the little girl dog. We could never be together because, she's a little tiny thing and I'm a medium-sized dog, so whatever. And plus, I don't have no gonads, and plus I'm so old. But she's a viral thing. She should really only mate with her own kind or maybe a mouse and a gerbil. But what I notice is, I'm an idiotic, stupid dog, and I'm watching over her, and the cat's in between us. The cat's watching over her, and I'm watching over the cat and the little girl dog. It's been a long time. I'm an old, stupid, idiotic dog, but it's been a long time since I've been watching over the cat. I forgot the cat existed for 5 years one time. And then I saw the cat. I was like, what the fuck? I thought it was a ghost. I said, the cat? Here comes the cat. And it was hilarious. But the cat, it jumped through the window one day. It scratched everything up. And I was like, what the freak? I put on my apparatus to work my cell phone and my laptop. And I opened up the window, which normally I couldn't do. And the cat jumped through. I was like, I haven't seen you in 5 years. She's like, what the fuck? I've been around every day. I see you at breakfast. What are you, stupid? I had to admit, I must be oblivious. I thought to myself, as an idiotic, stupid dog, I just must be oblivious. But that's all right. It doesn't matter. The whole thing you were trying to get at, the whole thing you were trying to say is that in these situations, it makes sense to, get in and out of the rain before you get some kind of a thing like tuberculosis. In the old days, you want to walk around in a rainstorm, maybe you get tuberculosis, and that won't be so good for you. But whatever. I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog. And I'm in a rainstorm, a little light. It's a pretentious kind of a rain. And all the other dogs want to go in. I want to go in. The little girl dog, she's running around like an idiot. Tinkerbell, I think the little girl dog knows. Madame Yes came in for 3 or 4 days. She's already leaving. Madame Yes is already blowing town. But the little girl dog and I have had a great rendezvous and a wonderful time. And we went partying. Little girl dog and I went to a discotheque. I never thought it would happen. I never thought 2 dogs, a beautiful little Pomeranian-esque dog and an old, stupid, idiotic dog could get into a disco, but we did, and we danced. We danced the night away. The little girl dog had so much energy, she propelled us along. We couldn't figure out what was going on. It was like we were a weed growing in some kind of macadam. You know, all you need is some rain, literally like what we're doing right now, and the youth and the vitality and the beauty and the graciousness and the charm and the wit. But anyways, these animals, they're all stupid. I'm the most stupid of them all. But when Madame Yes came back in the picture and I had a chance to hang out with the little girl dog, I just was captivated. I was enthralled. And once I knew that she was leaving soon, I couldn't stand it. I was beside myself and I was worried and anxious. And, hey, get up here. What, are you stupid? You get up here. That's it. You can't go down near the thoroughfares. Come on, let's go. We're going back up. You have to stay on the manor house, the manor house estate, the lawns or the lands. You get up there. Get up there. I'm going to stick and start smacking people. Come on, get up there. Go on, get up there. I know. Go on. Move it out. Come on. Oh, don't you do it. Come on. All right. So sometimes a dog, you pick up with your apparatus, you stand on your back paws, and you smack a stick on the ground in hopes that you could get the little girl dog or the cat to pay. I can't even really get myself to pay attention. How am I going to get another entity? 1 or 2 more entities. All that was left for me is to look at the hedgerow, where you started the whole thing, the hedgerow where it was, the rabbits and the squirrels, and maybe I could watch them and I could, chase a squirrel, I could chase a rabbit. I wouldn't even want to try to catch it or kill it, but it's less stressful than trying to keep up with little Pomeranian girl dog, Madame Yes's sidekick, and the cat, who I hadn't seen in 5 years, and myself, no less myself. It's hard to put up with myself, let alone the other 2 entities. All right, whatever, it doesn't matter.